Major Tom Schumann has been serving in the Marine Corps since 2010, maybe a little earlier. Infantry platoon commander. In 2020, he lost 3 of his former Marines to suicide. Tom started looking into the research, and what he found was that non-combat veterans are twice as likely as combat veterans to take their own life. When Tom looked into the after-action reports on a lot of these suicides, the common trend is isolation, disconnectedness, and loneliness. And that comes from being part of an incredibly tight-knit tribe and then suddenly losing that tribe. 98% of nonprofits cater to 2% of the veteran population, which is combat wounded, special operations, and combat veterans. And Tom believed it was time that we opened the gates up for everyone else.
Yeah. And same for me. Like, linking up with you guys, for me, it's enriching my life.
Yeah.
Because I learned from you, I learned from you, I learned from Ken, and I learned from everyone, because that's just how it is, right? We just, same as jiu-jitsu.
You're open to it, you have that mindset.
Same as jiu-jitsu. Yeah. Every time you step on the mat, whether it's a white belt or a black belt, like, you're learning movement, you're learning adapting, you're having to grow and like, just, just kind of force yourself to be better.
You see the patrol base from over here?
Yeah,
right. The common interest that brought them out here is mixed martial arts, and they're getting a chance to practice that with each other in an environment that fosters community and bonding, because there's no distractions up here. There's no cell phone service, there's nothing. It's just you and these guys. And every night ends with a fireside chat. It's just a guided discussion.
It was refreshing after being out for about 5 years to see a group of guys just fall in on one another and immediately get to working together, just like they'd been, doing a whole year of workup.
If you're thinking about it, stop thinking about it and just do it. That's what I did, and it's been one of the greatest weekends of the past 5 years.
No one, when they get out of the military, is owed a new tribe. It's on us to build and find and go create new tribes. So all of these guys have, in their own personal lives, found those tribes through jiu-jitsu, through Muay Thai, through boxing, through something like that. That's what brought them here. There is no extra checks in the box. If you raised your right hand and you said that you would die for the Constitution of this country, you can come here. You can be a part of this. And the idea of this retreat, right? We can't bring every veteran to Montana, and we can't bring them here every month, all month. Everyone has to go home at some point. A patrol base is temporary. It's not home. So you come to the patrol base, you see what can be done, and the idea is that you'll take it home, you'll start a local chapter, and within that chapter, you can create your own clubs locally for those common interests that bring people together. Tom uses the analogy of a point man. It's based off of Sergeant Matt Abate's 3 rules of war. And rule 3 is that someone must walk point, meaning someone has to be at the front of that column, sweeping for the IEDs, looking for the problems, and solving them and finding them to protect everyone else. If somebody doesn't walk point, nobody goes anywhere. So Tom, by starting this, walked point, and he wants everyone else who comes here, ideally, this is the vision, that they go home and they walk point, and they continue to build this. I believe that this has the potential to be the single greatest thing for the veteran community out there, because it puts the responsibility and the mission back into their hands.